come to do this. I really appreciate it.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
So, I'm going to go right into it because, for me and for a lot of people, you legendary. Because being from the areas where we from on the third coast, it's almost unheard of to have somebody to even have one song, let alone a few of them, known nationwide. How did you even get to that point?
I was my father is a musician, so I always had that trait, and I knew I was gonna be able to. I was gonna do music. I just didn't know in what form. You know what I'm saying? I would do it. So but then came along hip hop, and one song I got wind of that hip hop. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be my avenue. So just dedication, man. You know what I'm saying? Hard work. Being in the right place at the right time. Answer prayers, most of all, you dig? And, one thing led to another, and, here we are right now.
Right. So that's really cool, that your father was a musician. Do you play any instruments?
Man, I used to play like the drums.
Yeah.
Cause that was the main instrument my father played. Used to play trombone, but, ever since I started writing, and, getting to the digital aspect of production. It's been a long time since I had picked up the instruments, you know what I mean? But I'm not missing it though, because I'm a better MC because of it. Because I was able to focus, all of my time and effort on, being the best writer or whatnot. But I still produce tracks and stuff. I don't play, but I still produce tracks though.
Right. Because that's the art within itself. And
yes,
I did not know that you and Mr. 3-2 were actual group, the Convicts, right?
Yes.
Now, that right there, because he's also, rest in peace, was one of my favorite artists from around that area,
Right.
The wordplay, he was just crazy with it. And, how did that come about? Did y'all grow up together, or is there stuff still floating out there? Like, where can I find this stuff?
Now, me and 3-2, actually, we didn't grow up together. We met through the label, right, when they was putting the group together. But from the time that we met and started hanging out, you dig what I'm saying? We became real close, and throughout the years, we have been knowing each other for a long time now. So we became, like brothers.
Mm-hmm.
That was like my brother. He was more than a friend, more than just a member in the group with me. You know what I'm saying? But I think that Convicts project, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's probably been discontinued. You know what I mean? But it's probably still some pieces floating around out there. You probably would have to get on the internet and search them down.
Definitely, because it's just one track that I did hear with y'all two on it, and I heard later a longer version, of the song. And also my mama is a
right.
big fan, Big Mike fan, and she wanted me to address this song. She wanted me to tell you that this is one of her favorite pieces of work, and she thinks it's so eloquently put together. And that's straight gangsterism.
Oh, tell your mom I said thank you. Yeah. Because I was sitting up here racking my brain like, what song is she talking about? But yeah, definitely a good song. A vivid portrait was painted, and it resonated. You know what I'm saying, with people. Because I guess just it's a real good song, man. I was happy to have wrote it, have recorded it, still performing it to this day. People love it, and it's become a hip hop classic, especially a Southern hip hop classic. So yeah, it's a real good song. The song been good to me. I'm thankful for that song.
Yeah, she wanted me to tell you, she's a Christian now, and she has to listen to the clean version, but that's
Right.
still one of her favorite songs,
That's
So,
what's up. Tell your moms I appreciate that. Tell her thank you.
of course. And then, Player Player, that was a really big song for you too. That song
Yeah.
is crazy. I stumbled across it because I still go look up screw tapes and music stuff that I grew up on that people stole from me.
Right.
You can Google it and find it. I saw one video. It didn't even belong to you. It had 20 million views on Player Player.
Yeah. Player Player was a popular song.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's definitely still going. And I'm wondering, with this type of longevity, actually, and you sit back, like you said, you've done production, you've done other things. What is it like? What kind of zone do you go into when you write? Because when you write something, it's like it's classic. It resonates.
Those songs right there, they kind of come to me. You know what I mean? It's not nothing that I have to sit down and really, enter into a thought process to bring, to produce the work. Every now and then, those great songs, man, they come to you. You have to wait on them. So yeah. My writing, process is different. Sometimes, I write to a track. Sometimes I write without a track. You know what I mean? Sometimes I sit down and I can think on something and come up with something awesome. You know what I mean? Sometimes I have to wait for it to come to me. So the approach is always different when I'm sitting down to pen some material.
Right. So, I noticed too, a lot of things that were said back in the day, or even tracks, they get kind of like recycled. Like music never dies; it just keeps going and gets regenerated. They
Yes.
even redone "Having Things." That was your song.
Yeah. I've had a few artists, remake songs of mine. Like I think Young Buck, T.I., Pimp C. They did Having Things. They did they twist on Having Things. I've had Beanie Siegel, 50 Cent do their twist on another song of mine called No Nuts No Glory.
Mm-hmm.
That was on the Ghetto Boys to Death Do Us Part album. I've heard renditions of Player Player. I've recently heard renditions of another song of mine called World of Mine that was on my Something Serious album. So I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving to hear, artists, remake my songs and in a way pay homage, and it just shows me that I had an influence in this game. So yeah, I welcome it.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of people, I didn't mean to skip that either. You were definitely a part of the Ghetto Boys too. As I said, that straight gangsterism, it was on the album, and y'all had a video for that too, didn't y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've done a lot just in my lifetime, and a lot of people, they don't see it, because I always say mainstream television at one point in time was for people from New York. It was on cable, but it wasn't really for us. It was just them and their friends. So now it's bigger avenues. I even heard Lil Wayne shout you out on Go DJ. That was you, right? Yeah. You said Big Mike. There's only one Big Mike.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of artists, give me a shout and stuff like that. And at the time when I heard it, it really lifted me up, but yeah, it's only right. You dig what I'm saying? It's only right, if artists that have influenced me that I have shouted out. So I'm just glad to see people keeping it real, you know what I'm saying, about, who they listen to, who they came up on, and things like that, but I'm grateful for all the attention that comes my way.
Yeah, to see, that's my thing. I appreciate it, how rap is being allowed to continue and to grow, because it was a certain thought, or it was put out there that after a certain age you shouldn't be rapping, but rapping is art, and it's always art should always be respected. So
Exactly. That's like telling a painter,
uh-huh.
you was cold in your 20s and your 30s, but you should be painting over the age of 50 or something. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That is crazy. The only ones who will feel like that, right, is the only ones that wasn't born to do this. You feel me?
Yes.
They wasn't born to do this. They adapted. You dig what I'm saying? Because they saw that it was profitable or it could make you famous, right? So they adapted, right? But they wasn't born to do it. You dig what I'm saying? So they have limitations on what they can do. You dig what I'm saying? And how far that they can go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But there's no limitations on me. And for other artists who was born to do this, you know what I'm saying? We not like athletes where, we put a bunch of wear and tear on our bodies before our mid-30s, you know what I mean? And we're considered old because of our profession. You know what I'm saying? We use our mind, we use our heart, we use our vocals, you know what I'm saying, to do what we do. And this is an art where, you know what I'm saying, as you get older, if you're really a practitioner of what you do, you're supposed to be better. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm much better. My music reflects it. You dig what I'm saying? People who know me, they know. You know what I'm saying? All they have to do is just Google me, listen to some of my new music, listen to music from the past. You know what I'm saying? And they'll know, hey, this guy here is obviously serious about what he do. You know what I mean? So I plan on stretching those limits. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That they try to put on MCs. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my early 40s now. You know what I'm saying? I'm still doing it at a high level. I think I sound better than I did when I was in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? And I plan on doing it as long as the good Lord allow me to do it. I plan on doing it. I may be busting in my late 60s. You feel me? And still doing it at a high level. I'm up for the challenge though. You know what I'm saying? I'm up for it. So definitely be looking out for me because I'm still be here as long as I got breath in me to do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, cause see, this is my thing. When they say that, I have a problem with that, and I'm real opinionated when I have a problem. I'm cool otherwise, but a singer, they put wear and tear on their voice. Some of them don't even sound the same after a few years. Now, as a rapper, nobody can tell a story like a rapper. Everybody wants to be a rapper. If rock and roll artists can tour in their 60s and sell out concerts, and people who really can't even sing anymore, God bless them, they still going, doing what they love. Why cannot a rapper, when a rapper has grown? A rapper learns so much as you age, and you have more stories to tell, even better stories to tell.
Exactly. I think it's mainly people within our culture. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We had times when we was younger, we was wild and we was having lots of fun, and I'm sure the people that was older than us questioned where we was headed in the future. You know what I'm saying? But we still had a respect for the ones that came before us. You know what I'm saying? We still had a respect for it. You know what I mean? And I don't think that the art is being respected. You feel me? I think that the art is being pillaged. You know what I'm saying? Because it is people have gotten famous and people have amassed, wealth and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I think the art of it is being ignored. They're looking for reasons to degrade, you know what I'm saying, the art form itself, so that they can keep it in a simple realm where they can handle it. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, because I feel like things, because the guys at FUBU were really ahead of their time. Things that's for us should be by us. So, I'm down with all my rapping engineers, all my rapping producers, all my broadcasters, radio hosts, and, because we can't leave it up to them to control it, because this is the thing. You have people that have 18 to 23 songs on one album, but they pick 2 and they make your whole image on that 2. And even when you're independent, radio and media, they still do that. So
Yeah.
now it's such a